Hey everybody, it's Michelle from Forgotten Path here today. I wanted to go through and show you how to make bresola. First you need about a 2-pound piece of meat that doesn't have a lot of connective tissues, excuse me. And then salt, pepper, rosemary, and sugar. Now, this roast that I have is a venison roast. You can use beef. It's just my family eats pretty much nothing but venison, so that's what we're going to use. First things first is you want to make sure you have a kitchen scale. Measure your roast because what you're going to be looking for is a 30% drop in weight. So my roast is just over 2 pounds, so you want to make sure that you mark that down and mark it on the calendar or something else. Alright, so we have our roast. This one is already pretty much cleaned up of any of the fats that were on it. And I will put full direction recipes down below. That'll give you a link to my blog, which is where I'll have the recipes. But mix your seasonings really nicely, and then what we'll do is just rub it over our roast. You're only going to use about half your seasoning. Store the other half, and then after a week, what we'll do is we'll pull this out of the refrigerator and give it a second coating. Get pushed into any seams that it has. You really want that salt to penetrate and start drying out any liquid that is in this roast. Then what we'll do is put this into a Ziploc bag. Get as much of the air out as you can. And we'll seal it up. And we will set this in the fridge for a week. Make sure you're turning it on a daily basis. After 1 week, we'll take it out and re-put the salt mixture on top. And now I'll show you the next step after your 2 weeks. Okay, so here's our bresola after it has sat in the fridge for 2 weeks. We've turned it every single day. Now what you want to do is pat it dry. Get any moisture that's still sitting in it out as much as you can. Along with, you can kind of clean off some of the excess seasonings here. Okay, but as you can see, it's already a lot firmer. This one has lost about 3% of its weight already. So now what you want to do is you can go through and you can tie this together, but this one's already good and firm enough where I don't feel the need to tie this together to keep it all in one piece. But you need some cheesecloth. Alright, but nice and tight in your cheesecloth. And I'll do another piece. Okay, so now we're going to wrap our roast. And take our butcher's twine. This is just at 2 pounds. Now what we're looking for is, I've weighed this once before, right before I started curing it, and I'll weigh it again, and you're just going to keep checking its weight to make sure until you get to that 30% weight loss, and then you can open it and enjoy. So we're going to go get this hung in a nice cool dry area. It's winter here, so don't really have to worry about bugs. And here's another little secret thing. Anytime you have something like this, if you use fresh pepper in it, that helps keep the flies away. They don't like the pepper. So we'll hang this and we'll come back when it is ready and has lost its 30% weight. Hey everybody, it's Michelle here. Our Breasola is good and dry now. We've lost 30%. She's actually, when we started this, it was just around 2 pounds. Now it's just barely over a pound. It's 1 pound and 7 ounces. So, I'll get this open here so you can see how it looks. Here we go, it's nice and dark. There's no mold on it at all. You can just barely kind of push into it. But there you have gorgeous color, still a little red on the inside, nice and dried on the out. Now this is something that, if you do this, it'd be really nice to have a slicer or at least some nice sharp knives. So, let's try a piece. That works for me. This gorgeous flavor. You can taste this one I had thyme on there and the juniper berry, salt and pepper. You can really taste that in the meat. Really nice tender on the inside where it's pink, a little firmer outside. It just kind of almost melts in your mouth. It's really good. And this you can serve on top of bread or crackers or anything you really want, or just eat it like this. The thinner you can cut it, the better. So here's some Breasola. Thanks for watching.